What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Musical Monday. Jordan Taylor with Saving Cadence. Yeah, here we are. Gonna crank out another song for you. We're gonna do original track this time. It's a song called What Life Used to Be Like. Again, we just came in during our day jobs and nothing's planned, no routine, nothing. We just thought it'd be fun to fire this up again. We'll talk about our weekends a little bit. I went on an epic hike. He did a little cool boulevard bike ride thing. And we'll talk about that. But yeah, we'll jam something for you. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ambulance. Remember that night when you're like to the top of the pillbox, couple of G's and a bottle of wine, laughing so hard in the moonlight. Seems like this in memories, but forever hold them close to me. I remember writing songs and getting high in the back of my van, sipping green walls. Stand on the shag rug, getting laid in the back of my van. And no job, no cash, and nothing. That's the thing of that. And I threw it all away when I wrote on a dollar bill. Well, life used to be like, sure had a good time. Well, life used to be like, we sure had a good time. Well, life used to be like, sure had a good time. Good time. Buy me a bed just for the day. Me want some more shave ice. No, not the kind of wine I say. Yeah, this is memories. I'll forever hold them close to me. I remember writing songs and getting high in the back of my van, sipping green walls and on the shag rug. In the back of my van, no job, no cash, and nothing. That's the thing of that. And I threw it all away when I wrote on a dollar bill. When life used to be like, sure had a good time. When life used to be like, we sure had a good time. When life used to be like, sure had a good time. Used to be like, life used to be I remember writing songs and getting high in the back of my van, sipping green walls and the shag rug, getting laid in the back of my van. And no job, no cash, and nothing. That's the thing of that. And I threw it all away when I wrote on a dollar bill. Life used to be like, sure had a good time. Sure had a good time. Life used to be like, sure had a good time.
That's always a fun one to play. We can come up front and tell you guys a little bit of backstory behind that one.
Hey guys, I was a little quiet beforehand. Just wanted to let poor boy Jay over here do a little more talking. He's a little nervous.
Wow.
He needs a little more experience.
I'm feeling pretty good on this Monday.
Camera, but your skin, my friend, are you using like Neutrogena or some shit?
Just bought this new lotion at Ross, $2.99.
Nice, I love the Ross specials. Anyway, so you want to continue with your weekend extravagances?
Funny story is when the last time, because we grew up on Oahu, the last time we visited Kauai before moving over here, we were visiting our good friend Colin, and it was during like Christmas time. We were living in California and then came to Kauai and Oahu for a number of weeks, and the beginnings of that song was starting to get created. I threw down some chords, kind of just wanted to write this fun, silly, goofy song about growing up in the island, specifically Oahu. And like during the time that we had, that was kind of a rough period of our lives. I don't even think we were of age yet, maybe 20 years old, kind of getting our feet wet with being an adult, I guess. And it was during this transition where we were moving out of our mom's place and getting our own place. And we didn't have a whole lot of money, no girls in our lives.
We did have a van.
We did have a van, though.
It was a very molester-esque looking van.
It was a rapist van, I'm not gonna lie.
It was two-tone brown. Like, what two-tone?
It was this murdered out, tinted black windows.
It was an Astro van.
Astro van. It was a Chevy Astro van. Afro man. God bless him.
I know he punched some chick out on stage like a couple of years ago, but we'll forget about that.
Yeah, oops.
But
anyways, we were living out of this van. We took the middle seat out, laid this blood red shag rug down, smoked a lot of herb in that van, and wrote a lot of songs in that van. And that's what that song's about. It's kind of going through that rough patch and still kind of keeping our head above water and staying afloat. That's a fun one. Has some Oahu landmarks in there and some experiences that we had. You guys might recognize that.
A lot of people
recognizes those lyrics. So
who grew up on Oahu or even know Oahu love certain sections of that song because they know of those spots. So it's kind of fun to sing along because you'd be like, oh yeah, I've been there. I ate shaved ice at Matsumoto's, or I always go to Waimea Bay or whatever. So,
anyways, that's a fun one.
Yep.
So what's happening? What's up? What happened this weekend? You guys have a good weekend?
Come on, answer. I'll go ahead and take the lead on this one.
Show and tell. It's like it reminds me of like third grade show and tell. Why don't you go first, Timmy? What's your name? How old you are?
Yeah, was it show and tell?
I don't know. It was just like the first day of school.
You like brought a transformer to school and then you stood up in front of the class and was like, look, it has a laser gun and like, pew, pew. And it's super cool and I got it at Toys R Us or whatever. I forget. Is that?
But you were stoked on that thing. You were like, I can't wait to show everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Walking up in the class.
Yeah,
it's how I felt, at least.
I'm not sure about those fucking gangster moves, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was wearing gold chains everywhere.
Get along with that. Anyway, most of the weekend was small, kind of uneventful. We played the Honolulu Marketplace on Friday, which was a lot of fun. And then Saturday...
I mellowed out Saturday, but my fun day was Sunday. Went on a nice hike with my girl, and it was actually this hike, again, that I did on Kauai with Taylor 7 years ago. This eerie thing happened where, I wasn't on social media all morning, and you know how they do the on this day kind of brings you back to the past kind of posts. Well, we went on this hike and I logged into Facebook and a post popped up saying on this day 7 years ago I went on this same hike, and it kind of just like,
I'm pretty sure Facebook just like
it blew my mind. No, it was 2012 February 24th.
It just shifted the algorithm around to show you a date that
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous that Facebook and Instagram does that because they creep on me. Like they look at my Amazon history and they're like, would you like to buy this? And fucking anyways, I thought that was cool. This hike is epic. It's called Waipo'o Falls. It's heading up Kokee, and has a little bit of everything. You hike in during the mud and a little more shady, rainforesty area in the beginning, and then it opens up to this, like you're on this ridge on top of the canyon, and you just have these gorgeous views. And of course, at the end, there's Waipo'o waterfalls. And that's actually the famous one that everybody pulls over and sees and takes photos on the side. Yeah, so there's that littler one at the top, and then it drops down to that massive one. And you could chill right on the top of that little one. And we ate an apple and had a power bar. Had a romantic moment up there.
Dang, power bars, that's where it's at, people.
You win them
all
with
the
power
dudes
bars.
and the, you know, just get your significant other power bars.
Box of power
Costco
bars.
pack.
Anyways, that was a lot of fun. And that was my weekend. Pretty good. You know, had one
like
chill
fun.
day, one like fun day, go out to
mine
eat,
was
hike
about
day.
the same. Mine was about
What
the
was your
same.
Sunday? What did you do Sunday?
Saturday, kind of just cruised in the morning, then came back and did, of course, some more cruising.
Wow. I was just gonna say that. I was like, man, I had
But
the
I was like,
best weekend ever. I did.
I was
nothing.
super tired on Saturday just because working all week and then playing gigs and whatnot. I literally was like researching because, of course, we're doing this studio, so I've been doing a ton of research on mixing. Like, I have this mixing book, and I've been flagging off pages and highlighting stuff so I can look back on it. So when we actually do start recording our next material, we can get like, you know, as much
Fine-tuned as possible.
just kind of like
yeah.
get everything nailed as much as we can, so we're not trying to make, you know, catch up on anything, which has been a lot of fun for me. Like, you see behind us those mics and stands. We were actually just messing around the other night about using like a stereo pair and how even milliseconds off of timing based on sound hitting each microphone. If they're at different distances, they're going to record at different times, even if it's milliseconds apart, which actually creates what's called phasing.
Microseconds, even smaller than that. Yeah.
So if you just line up the two waveforms, because they're the, you know, the exact same, essentially the exact same information, because it's exactly the same frequencies that you're recording, just two different microphones. If you line them up, it was so shocking how much fatter the sound was. And what's kind of embarrassing is that I have never ever done this before. And
It was
I've
night
been
and day difference.
I've been recording music for a long time, and like I knew about phasing and stuff, but I didn't know it would cause that much of a difference. I'm
Dramatic
talking
difference.
like a couple samples here, like this much space. And you just line the two tracks up, and it was like night and day with how thin and hollow it sounded when it was out of phase. And when it was in phase, it just like filled up the whole
fattened
room.
it up, yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked about just simple experiments like that. It's kind of like encouraging to like be heading in the right direction. So we're pretty stoked on ourselves with that. Anyway, that's totally off weekend topic, but
Just
then
nerded
Sunday,
out there for a
sorry
minute.
for the nerd talk. I'm the one with the glasses, obviously.
And the Bowie shaka.
And crossing my legs. Who does this, huh? I guess it's a tall guy thing.
Look at that.
You guys looking at this?
Look at that.
I do this all the time. I don't know why it's so
No.
comfortable. Like when I was in school, like a cool way to cross your legs was like this, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
zoom in
check
on that
out.
crotch.
But then, over time, lads, boom. And it's way comfy.
You have a
dude.
place to put your hands.
Yeah, it's like very proper. You look like you know what you're doing and talking about, which I obviously
I'll
don't.
leave that to you. I'll leave that
But
to you.
anyway, Sunday, yesterday, I went on a bike ride, dude. Go down to Kapaa Town. They have 2 bike rentals at each end of town. I highly recommend the one that's closer to
Southern
the
Kapaa,
south side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the south side is the cheapest. It's $5 an hour, and I think after like 3 hours, they just don't charge
like a
you
flat
anymore.
rate,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like $15 a day at most. But it was super fun because you can go, and it's actually quite a few miles. You can go all the way up north to Donkey's Beach, which I actually have never been to before, which was super cool. And that's about like 4 to 5 miles or something. And it's kind of like this gradual hill that winds all the way up, and it's super fun coming back down because you're just like, woo, look at me, mom, no hands, you know? And so
No
that was
handlebars and no training wheels.
yeah, yeah, and
Might as
you're
well
right
just be
next to a
busting on a
C-cliff,
unicycle
so
the
it's
whole
even
time,
that
dude.
much more thrilling. But
I
anyway,
think the total length of that boardwalk is like 12 miles.
Yeah, it's like 10
massive.
miles or something.
Yeah, it's huge.
so yeah, and then if you go down the other direction and this is a boardwalk, by the way, that's on the water, like kind of like Venice or something, you know. It's in Kapaa. It runs the whole town. Super fun. I've done it a few times. It's a good time. But yes, we've had such perfect weather here.
Especially when alcohol is involved.
Here and there, you know. Nah, you just pit stop. You can do
Someone
like
like me.
You can do like a bar crawl thing, which is cool because there's all the pool bars of the hotels. So you could do that. We actually did stop off at Sam's Ocean View, and they have bomb-ass Bloody Marys, dude.
yeah.
Their Bloody Marys, I think, are the best.
Yeah. I think they have a spicy one. You get the spicy one.
I don't know, yeah, there's like a
Maybe Bloody
peppercini
Mary,
and stuff.
Tequila in there.
Yeah, they do the Li Hing pepper, like, rim, I think, which is good. I'm not a huge fan of Li Hing, but just the right blend, you know, it's not super intense, doesn't turn your
Usually
mouth
it's super
like
sweet. Like, I don't really like the super
yeah, exactly.
sweet.
It was more on the spicy side of it. Cool. Yeah, and then also they have $5 mimosas, and those are really freaking good too. But anyway, so I don't know, Mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom's tuning in.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Nope, donkeys isn't just for jackasses, you know? Unless you got two jackass sons right there, which I
believe it. I believe it.
You know?
Okay, real quick. Jules told me that Donkeys is a nude beach. Or it's a
Nude?
gay
Oh,
beach
yeah.
or nude beach. When I was there,
That's what Destiny was saying.
yeah,
yeah.
I've noticed a lot of just like rubbish and plastic everywhere. It's kind of embarrassing for the human race that could even just get
That
like
was
that.
actually a point of topic we were talking, because our friend Ryan came out with us too.
Yeah, it was
and
pretty sad, like how much just bullshit is on the beach. So maybe we can make efforts towards that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, when we were there was not a soul in sight, so I can't even tell you if it was a nude beach or a gay beach or whatever.
it's hard to believe that there's that much plastic that comes up if no one's around. Like, I mean, it comes from other parts of the
it's
ocean, but
the currents and it just
Yeah.
happens to collect right there. I get it. But no offense if it is a gay beach or nude beach, I just wasn't aware of that. So I'm
Yeah.
there like thinking it's just, you know, a beautiful beach or whatever. Because there's some good surf
yeah,
there,
it's a
is what I'm told too.
surf break there, and we were body surfing and stuff, and Destiny found a ton of shells.
Sweet.
But anyway, so we did that route, and it was really fun because it took, you know, a handful of hours that we didn't have enough time to go down to the south side. And if you go all the way south, you run into Lydgate, and Kitchens Beach right there is like pretty much as far as you can go. And we were actually told by the bike employees that they're still building the path on that side, so it'll
gonna
actually
stretch even
I
farther.
think it'll go farther, or it's
Oh, that's
like
cool.
not, because you have to cut through Kapaa town a little bit after the bike path to like sort of connect the two. Kind of like any other bike path, like in the Bay Area, you know, you have to cut through neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's sort of like that, but they're wanting to make it one fluid stream of like
Biking
walkway,
ways.
yeah, so that you can just not leave the beach pretty much.
It was cool.
So that's what we were told. Kind of cool.
It's a mellow week for us. We just got Wednesday. No Kyokis for us this week, but it's T-3 weeks till New Zealand, so we're saving as best we can.
Is the T for time, or
I don't know.
What is
I just
T?
wanted to sound cool.
okay?
Just, you know, trying to fit in here.
I think we are a couple of jackasses, man. I don't even know what we're talking about.
We're J-3 weeks.
J and T.
J and T. Anyways, we'll wrap this up. Thanks again for tuning in on another Music Monday. We'll see you in 7 days. We'll do a cover song next time, talk about that and whatever else, maybe what happened that weekend or any other cool topics that arises at that moment, you know what I'm saying?
How was your guys' weekend?
Yeah, let us know.
Go on any cool adventures?
Comments below and
No.
rock on. Stay radical. Throw up your bony shaka, dude. Get 3 of them up
yeah.
there. Hey, what? How about we get 5 of them
buddy.
up there? See you guys.